And Victoria's opposition is calling for protest permit systems to be put in place following mass protests at the weekend. Georgie Dickerson has the latest.
Around 3,000 pro-Palestine protesters marched through the streets of Melbourne on Sunday, shutting down key streets for more than 3 hours. Protests coming to a tense standoff at the King Street Bridge, which is a main thoroughfare connecting one side of the city to the other. Police warned protesters to change their route because they didn't want to shut down this bridge due to the fact emergency services wouldn't be able to get through. However, protesters defied those orders, marching down Swanston Street onto Burke Street and then towards the King Street Bridge. Police say no arrests were made, but they were investigating one incident where an egg was allegedly thrown and struck a person. One person was also filmed burning an Australian flag. This action has been condemned by Premier Jacinta Allan.
Oh, it's deplorable. It's a deplorable action. Police moved quickly and dealt with that incident yesterday. The advice I have, as I've said, from Victoria Police is overall here in Melbourne, it was peaceful. There were no arrests, and I'm pleased about that. I'm grateful about that.
And that's all we saw over the weekend. People hating Australia, hating our flag, and ultimately with no consequences.
Questions also being raised about the use of a permit system, something similar to what New South Wales has. The Victorian Premier has ruled this out, and Victoria Police say they would not support a permit system. The opposition says more needs to be done, and a permit system for future protests would ensure demonstrators can work alongside police.
Because we have no permit system, we ultimately then have people that run things like a free-for-all. We can't be blocking down major bridges, threatening those that want to go about their lives. Also, we know emergency services couldn't go about being able to transport people for health situations as well. This is quite critical when people are blocking infrastructure.
These protests marked the 93rd weekend for pro-Palestine activists in Melbourne. They say they will return this Sunday for another day of protests.